Well, this has probably become a familiar scene for you and your family. Hard at work in the home office, at the same time as connecting with loved ones in virtual meeting spaces. Video calling is just one of these new normals we're getting used to keep in touch and keep working. In fact, there are some of our CBC colleagues doing just that. Hello. But video calls are not just for conferencing and virtual coffee chats anymore. Some stage and screen artists are taking the medium to the next level. And Eli is in with us this morning to look at how people are using video calls to inspire and to create art. I'm glad to see you and glad to see what the treasures that you have found for us, Eli.
You know, I think anytime there are challenges, morning Heather, I think artists find a way to rise to the occasion, and sometimes those very restrictions make for ultimately a better creation. And that is just the case for something called Swans for Relief. And so we are talking about ballet. Ballet companies are shut down. Dancers who make their living dancing in front of live theaters and live audiences, of course, that can happen right now. So as you can see, an international group of dancers gathered together to create this. You are watching 32 dancers from 14 countries, including from the National Ballet of Canada, Tina Pereira. She is the first soloist. It starts with Misty Copeland, who helped organize this from the American Ballet Theatre. Then we see Ingrid in Harlem, then Stephanie in Australia. And Misty, who helped put this together, talked about how ballerinas and dance companies right now are really struggling with, how to exist in this virtual world that we're all living in. But also she sees, and I think she's trying to find the silver lining, this is an opportunity for the dancers to make new connections, to find new audiences. And this is the result, this beautiful piece with the dancers dancing to a piece called The Swan. And what I find so moving about it is, like you see, Heather, how the dancers, the locations shift and change. And sometimes they're dancing in their backyard, sometimes they're dancing in their kitchen, sometimes it's a gorgeous ballet studio, sometimes they're in tutus, sometimes they're in tights. But what's consistent is just those beautiful, graceful movements. And you notice kind of the differences, but you notice also what connects them together. So this is kind of ballet stripped to its core, stripped to its essential ingredients. And look at that. I mean, look at how lovely it is. And all of this is going to raise money for COVID relief funds for various ballet organizations around the world.
You know, we looked in at the Canadian contribution that you talked about earlier this week and talked a little bit about this. I'm just so delighted that you highlighted this more, Eli, because it is just a stunning piece of video. And something else that you have seen on Zoom, which is even, I mean, as you said, there are dozens of gorgeous ballerinas who've done that one, but something that's even bigger that caught your eye?
Yeah, if you consider Swans for Relief the appetizer, now let me show you the gourmet meal. This is the most fantastic piece of art I've seen created on Zoom yet. It is called, it is the Juilliard School playing Bolero. And it starts with orchestras and musicians playing separate but together, like so many of us right now. You will see some famous faces in there, John Batiste, Laura Linney, Yo-Yo Ma. But I think what's so amazing about this, they capture how we're feeling. They capture the kookiness, the excitement, the yearning to escape. Someone dancing in their kitchen, how perfect is that? Us getting ready and primping and preening for Zoom, going crazy, dancing in our living room, just wanting to go and see our friends, that yearning to get back to normal, the frustrations and some of the lighter sides. That is all captured in this beautiful, expressive 9-minute performance by the Juilliard School. And if you need a pick-me-up, if you're going bonkers staring at your Zoom screens, missing your friends and family, I would prescribe you this from Dr. Eli. Watch this. It's impossible to be unmoved. And it shows you just what can be done when we get together. Don't say safe alone, but create these beautiful pieces of
Isn't this incredible? I mean, there's no doubt this is rotten, this whole lockdown situation, but how thankful that we have the technology of this modern day, Eli, because people have been using it to extraordinary ends.
Yeah,
That's
they
beautiful.
certainly have. And I think it's a beautiful, I mean, you think of all the coordination it created. There's John Baptiste to put this all together. I mean, the editors alone, they deserve an Emmy, but it really is quite something. And again, how artists are rising to the occasion, doing what they do, interpreting the moment for all of us.
Thank you, Eli. That's really nice. Appreciate seeing you on Friday. I have a little something to carry on with your theme, as a matter of fact. Eli Glasner, see you again soon.